Hi, my name is Brian Lillie, and I'm the Chief Product Officer for Equinix. Well, I think data is really the new global currency, and as more things get connected in the Internet of Things era, even in blockchain and all these disruptive technologies, information that you can glean from the data, it's really where the future is. So whether it's autonomous vehicles or really just the movement of data around the world, the information that you can glean from that is really going to be the next economy. In the region, as the companies and really the government rethinks whether it's smart cities or just more connected things and enterprises, data is really going to be in multiple tiers. There's going to be data at the very extreme edge. So if that is an autonomous vehicle or I've heard about the autonomous Uber concept, there's going to be processing and data at that edge. Also then, as it carried over the mobile networks, there's probably an edge that's intermediate that's sitting maybe at the towers or even the microcells. Then there's data that's in the data center that is both on-premise in the data center as well as in the cloud, where maybe you're taking advantage of analytics or scale. And so when you think about that, your data, if your data is your lifeblood, if it's the currency, you have to protect it, and you have to have a strategy for all of those pieces of the edge or of the ecosystem, or in some cases of the supply chain. So it's critical that they have a data strategy. There's a concern about data if it becomes this new currency and if it's so critical, and you have to think about data classification and data security, so encryption, and at what point do you encrypt the data and protect the data? Do you encrypt it in transit, at rest, in the cloud, on-premise, etc.? The roles that we're starting to see emerge are both in the chief data officer. That is now becoming an increasingly important role. Now some CIOs aspire to be that, and even some CMOs aspire to be that, but that's a new role. I think the CISO, the Chief Information Security Officer, is creating data roles within their teams. And then I think even in the IT, CTO kind of technology roles, there's also roles that are being created specifically aimed at data. Well, I think Equinix plays an important role in a couple of areas and in a couple of ways. First of all, we're a global platform. So if you are exporting from the Emirates, for example, companies all around the world, Equinix actually helps with defining and protecting and securing that edge. So if you're Emirates, for example, and you're doing business overseas in multiple locations, how do you actually cache and protect the data in those locations? I also think that because we're at the intersection of what's called the multi-cloud, you can park data at rest behind your firewalls, but actually leverage tools on Amazon or Microsoft or Google or IBM or SAP or any of these companies. They all have analytics tools that are really state-of-the-art. Data at rest, actually use those tools over directly connecting to these clouds. That's a powerful combination that gives you a combination of security as well as the analytics power of the cloud.